Hey guys, I'm here today with a book haul for you. Not a lot of books, but a lot of comic books, and I'm glad to explore fantasy in so many new mediums. Yeah, as I said in the intro, there's gonna be a lot of comic books here, comic books and manga, still mixed in with a few books, obviously, because I'm still reading a book all the time. At every time of the day, I'm reading a book, and I kind of read comic books on the side, but I'm getting more and more into it, and I'm really excited to show you what I got today. I got a couple of really good books here. First one is actually Sandman by Neil Gaiman. This is a book that I purchased, not gonna lie, because the show came out, or the show's coming out. And I'm really just getting caught up in the hype for it, because it looks great, in my opinion. And I was looking through this, I've kind of started the first couple pages. I love the art of this, and from whatever I hear of Neil Gaiman, I like what I hear quite a bit. And the other book I have from Gaiman is American Gods, but I have not started it. I will get to that eventually. And yeah, so I'm really excited. You Neil Gaiman fans, because there's a lot of you, just tell me how you think of both, because this is gonna be an introduction into Gaiman. So tell me what you guys think about it, and if I should read anything else after this, because I'm really excited for this one. I think, yeah, this is really one of my most anticipated reads, and I'll review it because this is dense. This doesn't feel like a regular comic book. It feels like a graphic novel, but like longer, because it kind of feels like a book or a novel is what I'm hearing about it, even though I don't know much. I'm definitely not the expert. And if you're following the channel recently, you know I've had the first Umbrella Academy, which is called Apocalypse Suite. I went ahead and picked up the second one. That's called Dallas. And I have started this one already. I super love it. I like the kind of setting. Being an American, I could see like this is like where it comes from. See this rooted in United States history, which is cool, but also with their new spin on it. There's still a lot of the problems I see in the first book, and if you want to know my problems I have with the first book, definitely go check out my review I posted earlier this week on the channel. I think you'll really like it. And yeah, this overall so far so good. I mean, not perfect, but I do like it a lot. Next thing is a book. This book is Hunger of the Gods by John Gwynne. Now, I have read Shadow of the Gods with Ethan a couple months ago. Actually, it was more than a couple months ago. It's been a while. And now the second book has released. And Ethan, if you're watching this, I'm definitely down to read the second one with you, the e-reader. And yeah, looks like a great book. The cover is really what made me buy it. I'm super excited to read the sequel of this. And yeah, the cover is just stunning, just like the first one. So go check out some of the stuff we did on the first one, and I'm really, really hyped to read this. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard this is just as good, this is greater, to like this is not as good, this doesn't hit as hard for me. And that's like I've heard it all around the board. So I'm really excited to get into it and see what my opinion is, to have like one solid opinion. Really excited for that. That'll be fun. The comic book I have is this Loki graphic novel. If you're also a longtime fan of the channel, you'll know I'm a big Norse mythology guy. And I'm also like Thor and Loki from the comics. This is the comic version of Loki. This is not the mythology version of Loki. But I did this is a collection of comics that I'm super excited. I think, is this a collection of comics or a graphic novel? Yeah, so this is a collection of comics. This is kind of like a bound edition. I'm super excited to get into it because I love Loki as a character, and I'm trying to get into the comic book realm of Marvel. Like, again, I'm a comic book is what I'm going to start getting into, which I'm very excited for, especially like this side of Marvel ever since. And I wanted to get some Thor. I'm a huge Thor fan, and I really wanted to get my hands on Jason Aaron's Thor, God of Thunder, Volume 1. That is one thing that is a little out of my budget, especially for what it is. It's not that long of a book for a lot of money. On the topic of Thor and Loki, I also just recently picked up, it is the Gore, the God Butcher Saga. I've been looking for these comics for a long time, especially like the first edition was something close to $50 here in the States. And I finally found this bound edition for a great price. So this has the first 7 of the Mighty Thor comics with Gore the God Butcher. This is one of my most hyped comics because I've wanted this for so long. It's just never really been in my price range, especially for one graphic novel. But here it has a nice bound edition, and I'm most definitely going to review it and comparing it to Thor: Love and Thunder, because this is a book that I'm super excited to get into, like really hyped. So it's called the Gore the God Butcher Saga. I will link it down below if you guys want. I'm waiting till it goes down in price, or I have enough money just to buy it. But this is a good book I definitely will be reading first. It is a Loki series, which I'm super excited for. Yeah, so tell me if you read this Loki series, comic book fans. Tell me how you think about it. I think this is the first comic book I have, except for, well, obviously Umbrella Academy, because the other one was a graphic novel, and this one is also technically not a comic book. Guys, so this is Attack on Titan, the first 5 volumes in the huge colossal edition. Now the thing with manga for me is I don't have really like an iPad reader. I like to read physical books, and I like to take my time, and that's the bad thing about manga for me, is because they're $10 in volumes, which will take me about, I don't know, 30 minutes at the most to get through, or $10, and to get like something like to get like all 30 or 40 I need to complete the series, it will be a lot of money. So I'm going to be starting reading a few at a time. First in this 5, collected the first 5 books, and while I'm reading this, I've started this already, and I'll review volumes 1 through 5, obviously, on the channel. And yeah, that'll be a review here. And what I love about this so far is the size of like the art, which is cool, because when I read when the book originally, it was in a smaller format, and I just kind of got used to it. But seeing this almost like an art book is fantastic. I love this series. It's kind of hard to move around because it's paperback and it's that heavy, but I do love the experience of reading that book, and I'm like, I do not regret that I bought this. It's fantastic. Last book I have is Hotel Oblivion. I know I said I got the second book. This is the third. I recently picked this up. Don't know anything about it because I have not finished Dallas, but I have watched the show, which has Hotel Oblivion in it, and it looks super cool. I really love the Umbrella Academy emblem. I love these editions, and I currently have them on my shelf, but I'm showing you guys them right now. But I like that a lot, and hopefully I'll pick up the short stories collection. I think that's the last Umbrella Academy thing I need, because it's definitely not a lot. I expected it to be a lot more comics, but in total this wasn't a lot of pages, especially for the size of like the book. It's not too many volumes. It's nothing even close to like a Marvel or something, which is good because I can get through it kind of quick. But also like the show goes so much deeper, and that's what I tell you about the show. That's why I like it so much. But I'm getting into like the show, so watch my review when it comes out if you want more of my thoughts on that. The last thing I got is a Hero of Ages in hardcover. It's coming in the mail right now, but I've kind of reconstructed my Mistborn or my Brandon Sanderson to get hardcovers, so as the new ones come out, they look more clean. I have these things all on paperback, but they don't look as good. So I have the first 2 Mistborns in hardcover. I'm getting the third. It's coming very soon, and I'm probably gonna get 4, 5, and 6 once I finish 5 and 6, because I've read Mistborn 1 through 4. So those were all the books I have for this book haul. I hope you really liked it. Again, a lot of comic books. New kind of phase coming to the channel. I'm going to be reviewing comic books and manga just as much as I review books, along with other fantasy related content. So that's really fun to hear, because I love getting books or getting stories in multiple mediums. And that includes TV shows. I love getting them in TV shows as well. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.